Scott Gecas joins us from the trading floor in Chicago. He's with Walsh Trading. And Scott, a little downward turn here in the grain markets here in just the last half hour of trade. Any word on why?
It's just a very light volume across the board. Everybody is just waiting for this report that's coming out tomorrow, as well as everything that's going to come out of this G20 over the weekend. So we have a lot of things that could be potentially big movement for the markets. It just depends on what is going to come out. Early estimates for planting acreage for soybeans, I think, are going to be coming in. The early estimates are coming in a little bit light. We expect them to be a little bit higher than what they actually are. So we're going to wait and see what that number is going to come out to, tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock Central Time, see what that's going to do to these markets. But right now, everyone's focusing on, what is going to be that number as well as what's going to be coming out of the G20. So the option volatility is elevated across the board. You're looking for roughly about anywhere between 40 to 42 cent move in both corn and soybeans. The volatility is really elevated just due to all the uncertainty that's going on with these markets right now.
So how is the volume this year on the options this time of year compared to a year ago?
Well, this time of the year, it's actually a little bit elevated just because of everything that's been going on. I mean, the farmers have definitely gotten beat up one way or the other. So we did see a little bit of an increase in just option volume over the last, I would say, about 3.5 months or so. So it is a little bit elevated to normally this time of the year, but not to the extremes that one would think. But either way, I mean, you got to keep an eye on the options. They are going to dictate which way the market's going to move one way or the other. Being able to price them and see how that is going to be able to affect these markets is definitely an advantage.
All right, we'll come back and take a look at our livestock trade as well. After this quick little break, we're talking with Scott Gecas, and he's with Walsh Trading. And we'll be back in a couple of moments. Scott Gecas rejoins us, and you were just mentioning the big trade talks going on this weekend, or maybe not, who knows. But anyway, they were in there as a buyer. They bought soybeans and they bought pork last week.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a sign of good faith, but we don't know. We got to wait and see. This G20 thing, there's a lot of expectations of what's going to come out of it. I personally think that there's not much going to come out of it. I think they're going to extend the talks. I don't think there's going to get a deal done. So we're going to see how that's really going to play out, see what really shapes up over the weekend. But we still have the rest of today and tomorrow, so you never know what the Trump effect is going to be. You never know what he's going to tweet out. So, I mean, he definitely can move these markets one way or the other. So, again, everybody's waiting on the headlines, watching them very closely.
Okay, looking at our quotes right now on the cattle board, a little bit of a firmer tone here on some of the contracts, not everywhere. We have August still down a nickel at 105.33. The deferreds are a little bit higher yet. If we take a look at what's going on here in the feeder cattle market so far today, feeders seem to be pretty quiet there as well. Not a lot going on. They're narrowly mixed. We have September up 3 cents at 136.38. In the lean hog market today, the lean hogs have been kind of mixed as well. We have the August up 3 at 75.50. The deferreds are a little weaker on that hog trade. Let's take a look here at the beef cutout values from yesterday. And on the beef cutouts, we had the choice cuts yesterday afternoon, according to that update from USDA. They showed a price of $219.70. They were up 6 cents, didn't move much at all. Selects were down 39 cents. Most of the pork primal cuts yesterday were on the downside, down at $1.61 on the carcass values. Bellies were down $1.24. So there you have the latest on that front. We'll get new information in a little over an hour from right now. Scott, thanks for talking with us. Scott Gecas of Walsh Trading Incorporated. He's based right there in Chicago with the latest information on what's going on in the ag trade. Very quiet, very tentative today.